What's going on, world? My name is Serial Sensei. We are here with part 2 of me listing every album that I've listened to in 2022. And based off the feedback I got on the first video, I'll drop small thoughts, very small thoughts, in between the listings to give you my thoughts on each album. But also keep in mind that most of these I only listen to once, unless I really enjoyed them. So some of my thoughts might be kind of vague. Some of them I might not remember. I ain't gonna lie. Some of these I don't remember much of, but I'll let you know. I don't want to hold this up any longer. So here is part 2 of every album that I've listened to in the year of 2022. Westbound Train, Transitions. This was a ska album that I actually listened to for a podcast. Shout outs to the Record Breakers. It was okay. It was cool. My first ska album, so that's something. Mega Ran, Live 95. This was actually pretty dope. Making parallels between basketball and real life. I like it. Mega Ran's a dope rapper. I'm a fan. Amalu. At least we have this. This is a pretty short EP. I really like her. I think she's from like Canada or UK. I can't remember, but she reminds me of Aaliyah in some way. She gives me Aaliyah vibes, but I like this. A nice little short R&B EP. Definitely check this one out. Pusha T, It's Almost Dry. I'm here for drug rap, bro. I ain't gonna hold you. This ain't my favorite Pusha album, but I like it. It's pretty good. Push, keep doing what you're doing. I'm a fan. Billy Woods, Aethiopes. I'm not a huge Billy Woods fan. I know that's probably blasphemy to a lot of underground heads. His style just isn't for me, but he is a great lyricist, but his style's just not for me. Little Simz, Gray Area. I love this album. I also listened to this for a podcast, but I've listened to this numerous times. To this date, this is still my favorite Little Simz album. Perfection. Brahny, Siamese. Nice little R&B album, very kind of airy with the vocals, very soft. Some you can throw on when you don't want a whole lot going on in the background, but it's a nice little vibe, man. I rock with Brahny. Fatlip and Blue, Live from the End of the World, Volume 1 demos. So we got Fatlip from the Far Side and Blue, and this is pretty much what it sounds like. A album of just some demos. And for demos, they sound pretty good. I'd hope to get like a full length project from them that isn't just demos. So shout outs to Fatlip and Blue. Ransom, No Rest for the Wicked. Ransom has been on a tear. He's another guy we need to talk about in terms of having like a second career resurgence. And this is just another solid album in his discography. So shout outs to Ransom. Kendrick Lamar, Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers. I don't return to this very often, but I did like it. I had to listen to it more than once to really get a hold of it. It's a very heavy album, but I liked it. Kendrick Lamar did his thing on here. Deniro, Farrar, Spook at the Door EP. Not gonna hold you, I don't remember this that much, but I like Deniro, Farrar, and I don't remember not liking this. So I'm just gonna say this is probably pretty good, and you should give it a listen. Huss Kingpin and 1-2, Adult Swum EP. Huss Kingpin's dope, man. If he's another guy, like if you like that Griselda kind of rap, you need to listen to Huss Kingpin. It's a really short EP. I think it's on like 4 or 5 tracks, but man, Huss Kingpin's that dude. Give this one a listen. Quelle Chris, Deathfame. Kind of like Billy Woods. I like the lyrics, but like something about his just delivery is just not really for me. But I will say, of all of his albums I've listened to, this is the one that I feel like sonically I've enjoyed the most. Tanika Charles, Papillion de Nuit, The Night Butterfly. I might have butchered that. I'm sorry. This is really dope, man. She has a really good just soul, real old school feeling to her music that I really like. So definitely give this album a listen. Chiiild, Hope for Sale. One of the songs on this album actually made it to my Spotify wrapped up. I can't remember which one it was, but no, this is really dope, man. I like Chiiild. I enjoy this kind of R&B, so give this a listen, man. This is a really solid album. Marlon Craft, While We're Here. I haven't returned to this a ton, but I remember thinking after I listened to this that I feel like this is one of his better albums and probably like his most complete album. Shout out to Marlon Craft. He's one of the few rappers that I found on Facebook that like I actually like. So shout outs to him. Namir Blade, Metropolis. This isn't the perfect album, but he's another interesting MC. Definitely listen to also his album with Larange. But no, Namir Blade's pretty dope. Reminds me of Open Mike Eagle in some ways, not in rap style, but just in the way they kind of observe things and make note of things. He's somebody I'm definitely going to be keeping an eye on. Treason, Return Fire. I need to go back and listen to this more, but Choose Part 2, that's the one. Rock with that song really heavy. Rock with that song really heavy. Shout outs to Treason. Boldy James and Real Bad Man, Killing Nothing. Hey bro, this joint just nice, grimy, gritty. I'm all about this. I'm all about this. Is definitely one of my favorite Boldy James projects. This joint is fire. Pip Millet, Motion Stick EP. This is another album on this list that I know I listened to, and I feel like I enjoyed it, but I don't remember much of it. But Pip Millet is one of the newer singers that I've been listening to lately. So I'm gonna give her a cosign, man. The stuff I've heard from her I've liked, so give her a listen. I Am God in the Black Depths, Murder Castle. I Am God is a rapper's rapper. If you like bars, you'll like I Am God. And if you don't like bars, you won't like I Am God. It's that simple. Jiro, Inagaki, and Soul Media, Funky Stuff. So this is something that YouTube recommended me, and it is a like 70s soul, funk, jazz album. This joint is fire. This is a gem. YouTube, normally the algorithm be trash, but nah, they came through on this one. This was heat. Found a really dope sample. I ain't no sample snitch though, but I found something on this one. I'm gonna shut up though. Shantae Khan, Journey to Golden. This is something you put on Sunday morning when you want to feel uplifted. This is definitely that kind of music. Put this on while you're cleaning. This will start your day off right. Shout out to Shantae Khan. Westside Boogie, More Black Superheroes. I'm not gonna hold you. I wanted to like this so much more than I did. I don't think it's a bad album, but it didn't hit like I wanted it to be honest. Logic, Vinyl Days. I know people dump on Logic, but I think this is one of his better albums. My only issue was that it was pretty long, but I remember listening to this like, all right, this was actually pretty solid. Just probably should have trimmed some of the fat off, but I'm not gonna dunk on Logic, man. I thought this was a decent listen. Pale Moon, King of the Body EP. This is actually a friend of mine. Shout out to the homie, man. We went to high school together. So I'm supporting my local homies, listening to their music. I wish I could remember the name of the first track off this album because it's really catchy and I really enjoy it. And I can't remember the female singer's name, but I like that first track a lot. Sci-Hi, Got the EP. This is another album or EP that I hoped I would enjoy a little more. And to me, it felt kind of flat. But if he puts out another project, I'll still listen to it. Lupe Fiasco, Drill Music in Zion. Spoiler alert, this is going to be in like my top 10 of the year. Moving on. Thurs, LA Riot. So this actually came out like a minute ago, and I've never listened to this album until now. It's a pretty dope concept album. This was pretty enjoyable. Concept albums can be hard to pull off, but I thought Thurs did a pretty good job with this one. Duke Deuce, Crunkstar. I don't know how much I'll go back to this, but I'll say while I was listening to it, it was pretty fun. This was a pretty fun listen. The album title tells you, I feel like, everything you need to know. This album doesn't hide what it is, and it does what it does pretty good. David Banner, The God Box. This is another album that I've wanted to listen to for a while because I never listened to it back when it came out, and it was pretty cool. I don't know how many people still checking for David Banner, but this was a solid album from him. Conway the Machine and Big Ghost. What has been blessed cannot be cursed. Conway doing Conway things. If you like what Conway does, you'll like this, and I like this. Makami, Wap Kon Judge. I probably completely butchered that. I'm not gonna hold you. I don't have any thoughts on this because I don't remember it all that much. But Makami's dope, so go listen to it. John Connor, SOS2, The Road to Legendary. This is a pretty solid release from John Connor. I'm just happy that he's out here releasing music. He is a very, very talented MC. And for people who've been fans of him for a while, if you didn't know he released the album, he did, and it's pretty good. Go give that one a listen. Toro Imoa, Mahal. I never know if I'm saying his name right, but this album's dope, man. It's a good fusion of, I don't know, it's like funk, pop. It's a lot of different genres going on in here, but he pulls them all off very well. This is a good album to really vibe to. Very musically. It's good. Just go listen to it. It's dope. Apollo Brown, This Must Be the Place. Really dope instrumental album. This is something that I listen to sometimes when I write. It's good to have on in the background. If you like Apollo Brown beats, you'll enjoy this project. Westside Gunn, Peace Fly God. I ain't gonna hold you, I don't really remember much of this either. I'm not a huge Westside Gunn fan, but I think he crafts good albums. I don't remember much of this. But if you're a Westside fan, I'm sure you'll enjoy it. Lloyd Banks, All or Nothing, Live It Up. See, I went back to just revisit this. I went on like a mini Lloyd Banks kick a while back, and this holds up, man. This is a dope tape that just still showcases that even while people weren't checking for Lloyd Banks a while ago, he was still putting out pretty good projects, and that was one you should go check out if you haven't listened to it in a while. Five Dog, Forever. R.I.P. Fife. You never know how posthumous albums are gonna go, but this one was actually pretty good, man. This was enjoyable. If you didn't give this a listen, maybe out of fear that you didn't think it would be good, go back and give this a listen, man. This was a really dope album. Lloyd Banks, The Course of the Inevitable 2. If you like The Course of the Inevitable 1, you'll like this one. And if you didn't like the first one, you probably won't like this one. But I like the first one, so I like this one. Science, Traveling Man 9.5. Shout out to Science. This is a really short and sweet project. I don't think you can find this on streaming services. I'm a part of like his little email list. So I got this sent to my email box and I bought it because, support your artists. This is dope, man. Science is a dope MC. Check. He's got a lot of underrated projects out here, man. Go. You can't find this on DSPs, but go just search him on Spotify, man. Go listen to Science. He's dope. Method Man, Meth Lab Season 3, The Rehab. This is one of the better Method Man albums I've heard in quite a long time. I thought the bars were on point, the punchlines were on point, the features were on point. This is the kind of stuff I like hearing from Method Man. So yeah, this was a good project. Be My Fiasco, Where I Left You. Her being a part of, I guess, Fonte's label or the Foreign Exchange label, just her being in cahoots with them makes a lot of sense. Her music fits that Foreign Exchange sound. And she's really dope. She's really dope. She's somebody I'm definitely going to be checking for in the future. Really good quality R&B going on right here. Knowledge the Pirate, Wolves Don't Eat with Shepherds. I didn't like this as much as some of the other projects I've heard from him, but some good solid, street mafioso rap. So if you're into that kind of thing, you might want to give that a look. Go check out Knowledge the Pirate. He's pretty dope. Joey Badass, 2000. Spoiler alert, this will also be in my top 20 of 2022. So I'm just gonna move on. India Shawn, before we go deeper, I've been gassing this album up all year. If there is one R&B album you should listen to this year, this is the one. I won't elaborate. You'll see this on another list at some point. Hintity hint hint. Bathe by Coastal. I'm mad that I didn't come across this in 2021 when it came out, because this is a really good R&B album. Jesus. Give this a listen. This, for people that talk about R&B is dead, no, this album is fire. Xavier Omar, Blur EP. Xavier Omar, from everything I've heard from him so far, never seems to miss. And this ain't no different. If you want some good R&B, go listen to Xavier Omar. Wale, the album About Nothing. Believe it or not, I've actually never listened to this until now. I finally gave this album a listen, and I liked it. I liked his mixtape About Nothing series. So the album About Nothing, I went in thinking like, all right, this should be pretty good. And I wasn't disappointed. A couple of joints I didn't care for, but overall, this might be his best album. So shout outs to Wale. And closing for the video, Beyonce, Renaissance. It was solid. I'm not a huge Beyonce fan. Please don't kill me. But I listened to this once and it was cool. It was nice. It was upbeat. There's definitely some bops on here. I'm pretty sure those who are fans of Beyonce probably love this. So you don't need my opinion on this. But I thought it was a solid album. I enjoyed it for the most part. And that's it. That was 51 through 100 of the albums that I've listened to in 2022. And for the next video, I'll try to close out. So we'll do 101 through 166. So we'll close that out. Hopefully I can do that soon. I actually put this out a little later than I'd hoped, but I'll try to get that done soon. And then after that, we'll do my favorite 20 albums of 2022. So we'll try to end the year with that. So I gotta kind of get ahead of schedule. I kind of fell behind a little bit, but I'll leave all of the names of all of the albums that I've listed in the description below. So if you want to check them out, please do. As always, let me know what y'all have been listening to. What have been some of your favorite projects this year? And like I said, make sure you keep it locked, keep the notification bell on. We'll do the finish up the list hopefully next week. But that's all I got, man. My name is Serial Sensei. Make sure you like, subscribe, do all of those cool things that help out the algorithm. Check out all of the other content on the channel. I do a lot of gaming stuff, but I want to integrate some more music. So that's why we're doing this. But yeah, my name is Serial Sensei. That's all I got, and I will catch y'all on the next video.